Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. My people, they said Mariam's driver have been begging to confess so that he will be set free. For the interest of those who doesn't know how this story begins, they said the king Ooni of Ife went to Lekki, Lagos to visit Queen Naomi, who have moved from Akure to Lekki for Tade school, and in order to hide, at least it's not as if she's hiding, but at least to have some time, away from all this visit from the palace and some other people who are interfering, and they said where she is living in Lekki at the moment that no one knew about it, and she purposely made it secretly so that she wouldn't be receiving unwanted visitors like Mariam and the rest of them from the palace. So as the king went there to visit her, the king went with some of his guards who spread themselves around the environment for security reasons. They said while the king was in that mansion, in that Queen Naomi's mansion in Lekki, that a certain guy was noticed hovering around that premises, and when his movement was suspicious, they said the guards apprehended him and handed him over to police. It was there he confessed that he was not alone. He mentioned a particular person who happens to be Mariam's driver, and later they said that one too was arrested. And this driver, this Mariam's driver, according to what we are hearing alleged, they said Mariam introduced the man to the king, and ever since then the king have been helping the man. The man have 2 wives and many children. So they said the king even paid his children's school fees. The way the king is supporting him, that the king was expecting that his royalty will be for the king and not Mariam, whom she have been working for, So in an attempt, okay, when they said they wanted to press charges against the man for spying on the king, because they said they confessed that it was Mariam who sent them to spy on the king, because initially the king thought that maybe they are there for Queen Naomi, who have been hiding from them and all of that, but they confessed that they are not there to harm anyone, that the reason why they came is because Mariam planted them to be monitoring the king's movement. They said they waited for the king in the airport, that the moment the king landed, they followed him down to Queen Naomi's mansion, and in that way they know where Queen Naomi is living and all of that. And people are saying now that Mariam know where Queen Naomi is living, she will be visiting even when she's not wanted. She will always, that Queen Naomi will not even rest, she will not even breathe in that new place now. But the fact remains that I heard that there have been restriction order against Mariam visiting Queen Naomi. I don't know how true that is, okay, but if it is true, I believe with that she will respect herself. She wouldn't go close to Queen Naomi, because I heard that Ooni signed an undertaking that if Mariam should visit Queen Naomi, that she should be arrested. I don't know how true is anyway. So they said as they apprehended and arrested the driver who has been working for Mariam, so it got to a point where they said they want to press charges against the king, against the driver, And one thing is that the king doesn't like that issue, that idea of them spying on him, and he expected that man to be loyal to the king, because they said the king is doing almost practically everything. That the 2 wives that he married, it was the king that is taking care of all of them, his children. It was the king who is supporting them in it. As a matter of fact, all his family problems, it is the king who is taking care of it. So he has no reason to work against the king, But since it is what it is, they said the king wanted to press charges against the man for doing such a thing, But they said the man was begging he even begged and saying that he has been working for Mariam for quite a long time, that there are some secrets that the king would know, who would help him too, that Mariam have, that he is ready to confess and say those things, tell the king all that he needs to know concerning Mariam's activities and places where he is going, that those information are going to be very helpful to the king, that but the king have to promise him that after spilling all, that they are going to release him, that they will not press charges against him, that he know quite all right that he have offended the king and all of that. And a lot of people have been saying that maybe Mariam must have made this man to take an oath to be allegiance to her and her alone, that is why a man that the king is doing all those things for will turn around to spite the king or to work against him, or because he is working for Mariam. So, and they said when Mariam enters the palace and got the information that her driver had been arrested, and the case have been taken to the Council of Chiefs to, you know, to put mouth inside it, as in to talk about it. They said she horribly left the palace. Maybe she is waiting for some days when they said the king's temper will come down and she will come back begging. She is too fond of begging. She is too fond of begging. They said this is her style. Anytime the palace is tensed, caused by her, because she's always the person that is causing the palace to, or the king to be tensed, she will just leave the palace, spend some days wherever she's going. Only she know where she dey go. They say she will just leave when she feels that the atmosphere is better. She will come back shedding tears, begging. And this time a lot of people are saying if the king forgives her this time around, that it is no more ordinary, that is an avenue. It is a great opportunity for the king to take action against her, considering the fact that she have refused to leave the palace for Queen Naomi to return back to the palace. So a lot of people have different opinion on how the king should take the treat the matter concerning the Mariam's attitude and behavior. But one thing is certain, this Mariam, she dey do too much. She dey do too much. And why she dey do this thing and after everything she go still do am is because the king no dey take drastic action against her. After shedding tears and pleading, the king will just forgive her, and tomorrow she will still do another one. I just pray that this time around, maybe after the confession, because I will update you on the confession. Anytime I hear about it, I will just update you on the confession from Mariam's driver, as he is pleading with the king, begging the king to please pardon him, that he is ready to spill, you know, to leak some secrets of Mariam, that will be of help to the king. So my people, so we hear them. But don't forget that they are all alleged information, okay? Always bear that in mind. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it, and say your opinion on the comment section. Bye for now. Love you guys.